And that doesn't always necessarily mean that it's the parents' fault that they choose to be who we want to be. That's what my parents want me to be. One, that's fucked up on the parents for fucking trying to make them live the parents' dream. I guess my beer left, but I'll. I don't know. This world is so tainted. I don't I don't want to live a life of despair and hate. But when it's all you really have known, how do you turn away? When despair and pain is what helps you have compassion and understanding. You don't get compassion and understanding just because you're happy all the time. You really don't. And you don't just become somebody overnight. You don't just. But that doesn't necessarily make you not be that person. You actually have to do stuff to not be that person. It's like, I want to do something with my life and maybe encourage others in how to deal with stuff. I mean, I'm not an expert, I'm not a psychologist or anything, but I want to be able to give some positivity of yeah, I'm a self-tormentor kind of person, but I want to take that and turn around and give some positivity out of darkness and despair and pain and turn around and be like, maybe a little bit of dark, sarcastic humor, maybe a little make positivity out of negativity. Make others see that because you hurt doesn't mean you can't do something positive with that pain. When I feel depressed, and that is a type of pain, and if you don't like it, then you don't like it. If you do, cool. I don't feel obligated to record these painting sessions. I could just pour my emotions and be depressed and paint these on my own. I don't have to speak out about what I feel and what I think and how I see this world and what I want of in the world, but I do because And I know you might think I'm a bit shady or flaky or whatever, because I'm still trying to figure out my way of doing this, but that's part of learning and growing, is figuring out what makes me feel comfortable and what kind of aspect of myself I want you to see. And I don't care even what you say, even, oh, I've been with this person for so long, or I've known this person all my life, I know everything about them, but there are still things that you don't know about somebody, because you have to be around them 24/7 to know every little tiny thing about them. And people need enough space to actually grow and breathe, but still need to stay connected enough to still grow together. See, that's part of the problems with relationships. I'm not saying that my relationships are any better, like I don't deal with these problems, but either someone is suffocating because they won't give enough space for you to grow alone, or you do and they never come back enough and reconnect enough with their experiences of been growing and sharing it with you for you to grow together instead of growing apart. And not everybody knows how to communicate like that. Not everyone's okay with communicating what they feel and what they think and what they stress out about or what they're scared of. You know? And not everybody knows how to put it in words. Not everybody knows who they necessarily are, who they want to be. But they just take life as it is and go from there, and whoever they end up becoming is who they become, and then they might reflect and be like, I don't know if I'm right or wrong trying this to share my depression, and I don't know. I could be wrong. It could be an epic failure. It could be a disaster. I could go nowhere with this and maybe never know why. Maybe people don't want to hear shit like this. Maybe people don't want to be told how fucked up the world is and what. I mean, I don't expect anybody to care what I. It doesn't move around me, and that's okay. I always wondered, why would people want to be famous with all that paparazzi, like they are the center of the world. Why? Why would you want to live a life that doesn't have any privacy? Why is the world so bored of itself that it has to obsess and make people with money the center of attention? Why do people feel like they have to be the center of attention? We are technically the ones that make people rich and famous. The poorest people is the ones that invest the most because they want to be like them. Perhaps. Maybe they just want what they sell. Why obsess over everybody else when you just do you? Just do you and be you. You can't be anybody but you. And so many mistake that. Why would you want to be anyone but you? Instead of trying to be like everybody else, why not try and stick out more? Why? Because society makes it seem like it's such a bad thing like it used to. I mean, it doesn't as much as it used to. There was a time when it wasn't okay to be different. And it still seems a little not okay, but still okay. But if you can't be comfortable in your own skin, then how can you honestly even face anybody? How can you criticize somebody else's skin and who they are? You know, that doesn't make a lot of sense. But what makes sense about this world? I mean, what do I know? I'm just another living being. I probably don't even have all the questions. But you can't change people. How do you expect to accomplish it if you can't learn and grow with it? You can't learn and grow and change yourself. How do you expect to make the world learn and grow and change? For you to do something to show that it's okay to learn and grow. Moving forward. That's a hard deal to do. Move forward. Let go. Letting go of the past is a really hard thing to do for a lot of people. And actually caring about a future and moving forward for a future is hard too. You know? It really is. It's like, how do you love but not get hurt? How do you care? Okay, if I don't ever do. All I'm doing is just painting and talking about my opinions of life. And if you don't like it, okay. You want a subject change? Then actually say something to change the subject. But What could I do? I'm not. I'm not. I'm not anything super special. I might be special too, so I'm not special, and I don't have major goals of in changing the world or whatever. You know, I don't care about like, the world to be at my feet or anything like that. Why? Why would you want that? Why would you want the world to ask you to order it around? Why would you want the world to... Why would you want to control it? I don't get that. That seems like a waste of energy to try and control the world. I am a bit tired, but I don't really care. You know, for you to actually like give a shit about somebody, you'd have to give a shit about living enough to give a shit about somebody else. How can you give a shit about somebody else living and then not want to live, but you want to inspire them to live? You can't teach them the positivity of and why to keep living and then turn around and oh, I don't really know what more to say. I don't I don't think what I say really matters. If you don't like it, you leave. I'm not sure if what I do really matters, but I'm here doing this. I don't I don't feel like I really matter much in the world, but I know I got somebody that I matter to. And I can't say that everybody does. I've seen plenty that's in that state where world you can't emotionally pour yourself into every single being and give them what they emotionally need. You can't save every life in the world, especially emotionally. Know where to begin with that. Because everybody wants more than just acceptance. They want love, they want affection, they want shit that you do with the spouse, and you can't just give that to everybody. Otherwise, you get. It's not even about the fact that you get discriminated and getting called things like a hoe or a slut or a hooker or whatever. It's not even about the sexual type, the emotional part of it, that. But how do you feel emotionally connected? Asking what you think and what you feel about what you feel, you know. Yeah, you can go and hug strangers and stuff to give them couldn't happen, or that's super draining. Really not. But sometimes that's just not enough for what and something a little more consistent than one random stranger hugging them and then never seeing them again. Unless that was like a meaningful enough hug to agree. But what do I know? I'm just here, just like everybody else. Here. Everybody feels alone. Everybody has a point of feeling unwanted, unappreciated. So why do we just make it worse? I feel like I'm probably just talking to myself. I honestly don't know. Everybody wants something out of this life, you know? But it's not something that everybody can just give. Welcome, viewer. A viewing entity. Just probably making a fool out of myself. Talking about shit that probably nobody even gives a shit about. Right? I mean, everybody feels something. And if they don't, then they're just shutting it off, ignoring it, denying themselves their own emotions, for whatever reason that might be. You know, our species is fucking haven't heard or known of any other species that needs the attention that we need upon each other, that needs the physical touch as much as we do, and the communication and self aspirations, the encouragement. I swear those movies about animals and stuff. I'm not saying that animals don't feel, but they don't need some of the stuff we need, but they're just not as bad as us. They don't put each other down like we do. And it's sad. It really is. Everybody wants to feel heard. Everybody wants to feel important, like they matter. But not everybody gets that. I don't know. I don't really know what all to talk about, so I just keep rambling on. Nobody talks to me, and so be it. Don't talk to me, don't talk to me. I'm just here. We're all existing. We all live, we all die. Death isn't really that much of a surprise. If death went away. If death went on vacation, they'd probably be like, I guess Family Guy or whatever. I guess they did a deal where death went on vacation, right? And everybody was being crazy, trying to do shit even to die while death's on vacation, but they don't. Oh. Man, if we lived forever, I don't even know what the fuck we would do. People struggle enough with finding a point for life for the fact that we die. I'd hate to see their mentality of life if we lived forever. We don't think that they're invisible. Someone would probably freak out. Give it a couple of years. I'll be like, what's this? It's like being a vampire without having to suck human blood. It's funny. Like humanity is our emotions. It is our greatest strength, but it is our greatest downfall. Ain't that a bit ironic? I think there's another. It's like, what's the point of any of it? What's the point of getting on here and doing this in front of people? You can't please everybody. I mean, I could be doing this without a fucking camera. What's the point of doing it? Where everybody can see. I mean, it's not necessarily for the fame. Who the hell wants paparazzi following them and having no privacy in their lives, right? And all the fame be so bad. Because then they'll feel like there's somebody that fucking matters to society. I mean, that's just what I'm guessing. But yet again, what would I know? I'm just a normal person, just like anyone else. And it's not like the famous people ain't normal. They talk, they feel, they sleep, they eat, they poop. They just have a fancier toilet. And they eat more expensive food, like caviar, which apparently is supposed to be like What, fish eggs? Supposedly that's supposed to be like what? Acquired taste? I mean, I get that we're at the top of the... anything poisonous to us, obviously, like abortion and killing life. Time you eat eggs, a fish egg, a chicken egg, and kill an animal and eat that, and you're still technically taking life. You cut down a tree, you're still technically taking life. But nobody really criticizes. Well, I can't say nobody criticizes that because you got your environmentalists and your vegans. Well, for some, they are, but they aren't. Like, supposedly, right now, there's like this big major alliance internationally of global. Boo, right? I mean, I'm probably not going to be the next person to step up and be like, we need to rejoin them on that. Unless you really want to be political, then maybe you shouldn't have done that for at least standings with other countries, right? Or be like, well, if you want to die and you want everybody else to fucking die, so be it. But we're going to get blamed for your stupid choice and get hate at countries, the citizens. But I heard that some citizens in my country is still practicing the global warming deal, whatever they do for that. I hear there's still people that's participating in it. Even our president doesn't necessarily dictate everything of people's choices. I'm ready for this election shit to be over, though. I think next month it's supposed to be over, right? And Trump keeps going on about how he won and how the election was rigged and being self-absorbed. It's really annoying. For someone that promised so much assistance, didn't really give any. But hey, right? I mean, that's how it works here. You buy your opinions through, like, you'll pay for your opinions to actually matter enough to make a change. Matter and be like, oh, this person died, we've had enough, we're gonna revolt. I don't know if it was really been like the Black Lives That Matter that did it, or if it was just people that was hanging around them, but have been a different kind of deal or whatever. Maybe more, or what. But why the fuck did they diss on our history? Like, tearing down shit have been monuments and shit. Wasn't there technically a deal in the Constitution or whatever that makes that a federal crime? Maybe in the laws after the Constitution? The freedom, that's like shitting on the military. Oh wait, you already shit on the veterans. That's pretty bad. This country's a joke. Don't get me wrong, I love my country. That's all I know, but I mean, besides maybe textbooks and internet of in other countries or watching people from other countries. But you don't really know an environment unless you've really been there. That's like Texans and New Yorkers dissing on each other, but never bend to each other's climates and environments. Used to a lot. I don't know. I woke up at like fucking 3 this morning. Now I feel tired again. I actually felt tired again. Like 6. Oh wow, it's already 8. I started this at like 6. Yeah, I'm almost at 2 hours. Man, I wish I had a monster. Suck it up, girly. Suck it up. Wait, I'm not girly. I'm a tomboy. Fuck off. Yeah, we live in a cold, cold world. Who the fuck wants to change that? Who gives a fuck about any of it? As long as the money goes around, everything's okay, right? Except, isn't the economy failing? Because people ain't working. Because of the epidemic. And there isn't really any stimulus, and unemployment's the only thing besides maybe your essential workers, but your essential workers isn't, considering most of the money went to the bigger businesses and didn't really sustain enough for the little ones. I really don't know what else to say. You're more than welcome to start a conversation. There's no way I can possibly bite. You are not fit. And besides, unless you can read sarcasm, I don't think I'll diss on you, really. What's the point? Everybody else. Just because you got more money? Why does that matter? I'm running out of words. So, what shall I do? While I paint for entertaining random viewing entities, besides the knowledge that they're existing on my channel, or I guess my stream. Thinking about it. I don't know. Honestly, don't know. Black. Pure black. Oblivion. Perhaps obsidian. Like wearing black today. Because I actually do wear other colors. Not to mention this is a creeper hoodie. But, one, I die quite a bit on that. Two, I don't have my Xbox set up for streaming video games. Not to mention everybody streams video games. What's the point of doing what else does? Two, I enjoy painting a little more than video games to express how I feel. or things that have encouraged or inspired me, or paintings for people that are close. I just like to paint. Art's just something I've always liked to do, especially when depressed. So, why not do something I enjoy and have more of a passion or need for, however you want to put it, than something that I don't really do much of. Like, I like to play video games. I do. But I probably haven't been on the Xbox since Monday? Sunday? Maybe Friday? Was zombies on Call of Duty Cold War? And I got frustrated. Because I lagged out. And then I was going to play another match with my love, but it decided to get off and go to bed instead. So yeah. Saying that I took too long going to the bathroom. Swipe. Not that it matters. I have probably 100 and something video games on my Xbox. And I still haven't even played them all. What's the thing about it? You want more and more and more, and then after having so much, you have a shit ton, it's like, you lose interest in it. But then again, you get depressed and you lose interest in doing anything. But because I like to paint and express what I feel when I'm depressed, it's one thing I haven't necessarily lost, but I do sometimes lose motivation to paint still. I haven't completely lost the idea of painting while being depressed, but I have felt unmotivated to get off my ass and do it at times, for why I've been lacking the idea of actually setting up a schedule for my streams, which I'm slowly working on, of self-motivating for it. I think the fact that I actually posted my paintings, like some of my paintings, not obviously all of them, but I posted some of my paintings on Macari. Stop sticking to me, paint. On Macari. Macari? Macari. A-R-I? Macari? I think that's how you pronounce it, is Macari. But anyways, I posted some of my paintings on there to sell, so if you're interested in buying any of my paintings, I have it posted. If you go to my About Me on my Twitch channel, then you will see a picture of me with my creeper hood up. And if you click on that picture, it will take you to my page on Macari. If you're interested in buying any of my paintings. I already fucked that up. is okay. I can fix this. Just paint over it. Hmm. Still, might just paint in silence. I don't think y'all will kill either way. It's not like it'll increase or decrease my viewers or followers or whatever, considering I might have maybe 6 followers. I think my friends that I've ever played video games with, that I've been social with. I think only one of them was a viewer before a friend to be social with. I've literally ran out of words. Sorry. Now you're gonna deal with silence. That is your punishment for not chatting. Still haven't guessed who it is. I know, y'all probably haven't had the best view of them while I was painting them. I guess it's fair enough. I could use a cigarette. It's been 2 hours. I'm pretty much done with this. This is actually my version of Sam, which is Jacksepticeye's sigil. Sam the Septiceye. Except this one has little devil horns. But you can't really see the horns as well. It's the background. To feel me, I control you. You're not the one for me, no. Control you. Control me, I didn't feel you. Wheel is been. Leave it inside. Leave it in my head. Infrared. Just in my dirty cage. I to feel you. To feel me, I control you. You're not the one for me. No, I control you. You can't control me. I feel you. Me. Look at me, the way you smack my ass, the very things to do. I have control of you, the way you look at me. You smack my ass, things to do. I have control of you. Control you, you need to feel me. I control you, you're not the one for me, no. Fix that. Feel you, me. Alright, that's fixed. Now, if you like the painting, like watching me paint these kind of things, or other things I paint, or like the shit I talk about, or actually want to conversate with me, you can fuck that follow button on. I know, I'm trying to actually fucking find better things to say than just say follow. Be a little more amusing about it. It's like call entities. If you're actually interested in, I have posted my paintings for sale on Mercury. If you go to my About Me, you can click on the creeper picture of me, and it will take you to my page on Mercari. That way you know what to look for. Or can go about business there. It is 8:46 in the morning. I am pretty much done with this painting. I was gonna actually do something with that, but I think it'll be okay. It kind of blends in with the background enough. I wish I would actually say something, but I can't make people talk. Okay. So, since nobody's conversating, and I am pretty much done with this painting, meaning that I can start on in my next session. And I've already talked about my page, I've already talked about Kari. I have maybe 2 other paintings that I've done. I'm thinking about adding more, but I posted them on my Twitch channel and my About Me as well to see other paintings I've done. I'll probably post this one too on there. I think I didn't actually touch up with this, but I think it'll be okay. Oh, now that I noticed it, it's gonna bug me, so I'm gonna fix this real fast, and then I will go. Because you're the only thing I did not touch up. You will not take long to do either. It's a bob and weave. Okay, I'm nearly done with this. Last touch up. I didn't realize that I forgot one, which is my bad. I probably will not be selling this one. Because if I ever met Jacksepticeye, I would probably actually give it to him. If he even liked it. That's a gift. That's the last color. So I already talked about everything. I have talked to myself. I have talked to you. I'm still kind of working on my hellos, goodbyes, and getting y'all to actually want to talk to me. Time will tell. Okay, I'm gonna go. I could use a cigarette. So, you had a week of sleep. Goodbye, me entity. Hope you enjoyed the show.